GSL World Championship.
All right, let's do this in the bottom left. From France, his ideas?
Stephano raid call.
In the upper right, this guy has won more money than anybody else in Starcraft 2. He is
SKMC.
And these guys are both huge fan favorites, both of them. Everyone loves MC around the world, everyone loves Stephano around the world. So I want to hear from you guys. Only cheer once. Don't do both.
no cheating.
I'm watching. If you want Stephano to win, make some noise. No, dude, Stephano totally dumped Kerrigan. So, if you want MC to win, make some noise. As DJ Wheat shakes his head in the audience.
All right. I'm seeing
Who
a
won that,
pattern
by the
here.
way? Who won that?
Well,
For
I
the
don't know.
cheers. That was close.
Didn't the guy with the nerd conch do it twice?
I think he did, actually.
See, I'm on to you, buddy.
No.
No, I think it was
Maybe he's
pretty
passing the nerd contra. You gotta be
that's
careful, you
true.
get nerd mono.
Yep. All right, so another little pause. I am sure this will be solved in a second.
It looks like it's already all set. No? Okay, yeah.
Yep, we're going to get this going in a second.
Looks like it's all set. It's back in the game already. Let's jump in there.
So it's Daybreak. Great map, my favorite map.
Yeah, it's a good map.
And what do you think we're going to see here from MC?
I don't know, because he said that he's going to beat Stephano in a very cocky way, like he oftentimes does, which means he has some sort of cool plan. Thing is, what is that cool plan? All right, here's what I actually think it'll be. I think he'll probably open. He may or may not open Stargate, but I think he's going to go into a third base and hit one of these like charge Zealot timings, which are just so powerful and so popular.
Yeah, those are super good.
Yeah, I feel like that's something he'd be very confident with and very good at executing.
On this map, normally the top center and bottom center bases don't play a role. That might change.
Yeah, those are like the last bases taken, and when those are taken, you kind of know who's winning because they took them.
The only bases taken less are those island bases on Metropolis.
Yeah.
So we're gonna have another hatch up here. Little bit of downtime as they build up.
Yep, and I mean everything looking very standard from them. So I can't really tell what they're doing until after that Cybernetic score is done.
Sure. So double gas is about to finish. We have seen, Artosis, occasional ultra techs.
Yeah.
Against Protoss.
Every now and then, yeah.
Do you think we're going to see it here?
I mean, we could, but no, I don't think so.
Nope.
I feel like this is such a Broodlord map. Why go ultras on this map when you could go for Broodlords?
Well, you make a good point. The three bridges or hallways, whatever you want to call it, in the middle of the map make it so easy to push. I mean, if you look at the surface area that Broodlings take up, if you push that location with your Langs Infestors, Roaches, Broodlords, you just swamp the Protoss.
Yeah.
They can try to blink in. Okay, great. There's already so much on the ground there. You're going to lose the Stalkers.
All right, so MC just grabbing a Stalker. That's going to be to push away Overlords and perhaps to harass a little bit, and push away Lings as well. But we'll be seeing his tech pretty quickly here. He's really banking up on the gas. He's got to let his minerals go up a little bit. But there you go, the Stargate. Yeah, I think it is going to be exactly what I was talking about before, that charge lot build on 3 bases.
So, MC kind of the father of Stargate opening. And MC, by the way, one of our players, I mean, I want to say old school, but that's not exactly fair because this game's not that old, but he's been around since the get-go.
Yeah, he was in the beta, one of the scariest Protosses in the world, along with Genius.
What? He just walked away from that Overlord.
And the Overlord saw the Stargate. So Stephano has full information right now.
Yep. Stephano knows, and Stephano's very good at reacting here. And, you know, now we're going to see how does he respond to this. We're going to actually, okay, I was about to ask, we're going to have Phoenix openings here. It used to be everybody got a Void Ray out right away.
Yeah.
And,
well, now everyone knows the math. You know, the Void Ray not as useful.
You know, it's a good unit, but it's so sluggish.
Yeah.
If you see it coming, you can prepare.
It's pretty slow, and you know the Phoenixes, they build so much quicker, they cost less, and they effectively do most of the jobs of the Void Ray. You know, we still see Void Ray sometimes in the matchup, but oftentimes with tricky builds.
Sure. So he's going to kill these two Overlords. By the way, you know, MC did not get an Overlord kill early on. Not common. So Stephano's been playing pretty well.
Yeah.
Now you can see him regrouping the Overlords here.
And he's actually making a Void Ray after his first Phoenix. So that's
weird.
Really tricky, because when you show immediately the Phoenix, you never make a Void Ray after that.
Sure.
This is quite rare for him to actually make that. But he will have a Void Ray out and be able to harass a bit with it.
And coming here now, nice harass by MC.
Yeah, that is so
unorthodox timing here.
But
looks
he
like
holds that queen still and should be able to end up killing it. And
nice.
Yeah, ends up
totally
losing
worth it to lose a Stalker.
Yeah, definitely.
Totally worth it.
Almost kills that Roach too, not quite. And in fact, the Void Ray will come in, and that's since he killed off the queen. That Void Ray is going to be more effective than it would have been otherwise.
All right, continuing to make Phoenixes now. He can hit this hatch. It is connected though by creep, so we'll see how much damage he actually does.
You know, right now MC is going up to his robotic tech, adding some gates as well. Should be seeing him take a third base relatively soon. Got to keep the harassment up though. That's very important. You invest this much in these units, you want to kill as much as possible.
Nice job here hitting the queen. Now migrating the Void Ray back. The queen, I was going to say, just barely gets down.
Just barely. You wanted to save a little bit of health there. Another couple shots, you would have killed her.
And smart move here. We may have a counterattack with a supply block. Stephano here.
Well, you know, a lot of times when you're actually harassing so heavily with these units, oh, nice queen grab, but a lot of times when that happens and you try to take a third base during it or something like that, or even sit in your main, you can be caught off guard by just an attack because you're focusing on these units so much. And if you get one big sentry surround, that's going to give Zerg a gigantic lead.
Actually, it's starting to snowball. We got a counter. And Stephano needs this to work. He's losing too much here in his base.
Yeah, he is losing a lot, and here we go. The Roaches come up with the Lings. He's going to target down this Cybernetic score. That's very annoying for a Protoss player to lose. Does end up getting it, and he'll be able to pick off a little bit more as well.
All right, MC still doing a phenomenal job with this harass. Stephano's counter, is it going to work? Not entirely clear. That is a lot of Roaches.
And look at that. I mean, I think it's already worked tasteless. This is just great. The Phoenixes are coming home. He's stalled out all production of cybernetics units. He's killed that +1 armor upgrade. This is really frustrating here for MC.
More and more Roaches coming in here. Now he will deflect this with that Immortal coming out, just too strong. But that was very well handled by Stephano.
Yeah, it really was. I mean, he did everything he could have hoped for with that attack, really. It should not have killed. It did not kill. And now MC, you know, he banked some extra money. He needs to actually get out the good units.
It's the Roach that got away. Nope, never mind. Okay, got it. So, from here, Stephano probably going to take a fourth base over there to the right of his third base.
Oh, actually, Stephano's thrown up into Hydralisk Den, and he does have that +2 ranged attack on the way. So, there's definitely a possibility we're going to see him get out there and do a very vicious attack.
Well, you know, it seems like if he's going to go for Hydras, he's going to have to push that creep. And considering the number of queens that have been killed here, that might be a tough situation for Stephano.
Well, these flying units actually still picking off a lot of Roaches, and this is great by MC. He really has done a ton of damage with all of them. In fact, a lot of these Phoenixes have like 5-6 kills on them, so that's...
And almost no energy, which goes to show you they've been used a lot.
Yeah. Well, that third base finally coming up now. He is getting his Twilight. He's remade the Forge as well, so he can get that +1 armor upgrade. But again, all his upgrades are going to be a little bit more behind. We have 10 Hydras on the way.
All right, the next Immortal is going to pop out here. This is not orthodox ZVP from Stephano.
No, he's a sort that plays reactively. He's really smart. I mean, he doesn't need to necessarily hit like every injector or something like that, or save every base, or always hit the Protoss right when he needs to. He can freestyle it so well.
Yeah, sure. Well, he's a real thinker. Now he's going to switch into Mutas. I'm curious as to how many Hydras we're going to see here.
Yeah, I'm not so sure. I mean, he's already gone up to 14, which is a lot of Hydras, and we could see him move out and try and attack, since the Immortal's not as good against Hydras. But with all those sentries, I don't know that he can really do like a kill move or anything.
The other thing is that there's no creep on the map. This is like almost zero creep. So remember, Hydras are like super slow, and they're so slow that you can't actually run away with them if you're off creep.
Yeah, Hydras are slug butt stasis.
They are. And we'll see. But if you engage with Hydras, you have to know it's going to work.
Or because you can't really run away. So we'll see. He's making 7 more, man. It looks like Stephano wants to kill off MC with a Roach Hydra attack, which is really weird.
That could work. I mean, I was about to say there's no Colossus out yet, and he doesn't even have the tech to support that.
You really do want splash damage against it, but good force fields can be supplemented for splash damage.
Sure.
And Stephano, no, I guess he's not going to attack. Just still kind of posturing on the map. He's about to max out, maybe just be waiting for that. But MC, he's seen the Hydras. He's adding that second Robo, which is exactly what you want to do. A lot of Hydras cost a lot of gas, slows down that Hive tech, and so you just want to get a lot of Colossus out against it.
So Stephano almost maxed out here. And by the way, still doing a great job with these Phoenixes.
Stephano not deciding if he's going to attack quite yet, and MC is actually moving out.
Still no creep. Stephano just quit making creep.
Yeah, he's all set with the creep.
Yeah, he's just not going to make any more. So I'm going to be super surprised if Stephano wins this right now.
Well, he only has 3 queens, which is part of that. He's lost so many queens through this Phoenix harassment. It's a weird game, for sure, and he's actually going for a double-pronged attack here. He's got to be careful, because if only half of it engages, he will be in trouble.
Let's see if this works.
And he's starting to come in from both sides. A nice force field wall going off. Wants to chase back these Hydras if possible. And nice force fields going on. The Phoenix is lifting up a lot of these Hydras.
And he's continuing to push forward now. Now here's another factor. With no creep, pretty easy for Protoss to run away, even with the Immortals.
And here we go, nice force fields, and ooh, Stephano with some trash talking, pushing forward these Hydras. He's got to be careful though, because force fields can rip Hydras apart.
I was gonna say, I don't know if typing ass kicked at that moment was like the best time to write that when you're trying to micro Hydras and Roaches. So
it was the best time, Tasteless.
Well, it was for the fans, you're right.
MC overextending heavily. And he is coming in now with the rest of his army. He's got to buy his Colossus time to run away. And
he gets the Colossus.
He loses it. Stephano might end up taking this.
And, and he's continuing to close in.
Still got to be careful though. MC has a lot of stalkers, still has good sentries, and a huge attack at the front.
All right, he's going to lose the battle at the bottom, but at the top, where the Robo facility is, he can close in and take that out. Well, it's really neck and neck, guys.
Let's try and take down another Colossus. Does in fact take it down. He just wants to eliminate as many Colossi as possible.
Is he going to get this one? He does.
And 10 more Hydras on the way still. He will end up losing all these units, but he's eliminated the Colossus threat completely.
You do not see Zergs do this.
No, this is really weird.
This is like totally out there.
He's sitting on 68 drones, so I mean, this is a wild and weird game, Tasteless.
Okay, so he got one Robo. He didn't get the second, right? There's at least one Robo still there. Yeah,
there's one Robo, yeah.
Because the Colossus is making. So We'll see. Again, and I know I keep echoing this, but it is just so important. If he had creep all over the map, he would get there and reinforce this so quickly.
Well, hopefully at some point he'll start some more queens, but for right now, he's got to be careful because MC is coming. He is down in supply, but that is a lot of stalkers, and check the upgrades here. He's got 2-1 on those, whereas Stephano, he has 2-1 as well, so equal upgrades from both these guys. But of course, upgrades scale a little bit better for Zerg.
All right, he's going to go for it again. How many sentries does he have?
None,
right?
It is 0.
0. Okay,
32
so
stalkers.
Roaches, Lings, and Hydra is going to do pretty damn well here.
Yeah, this
nice,
is
contaminating the Immortals. You don't see that enough.
And very nicely done by Stephano, targeting down this Colossi, and it looks like will MC actually hold? His Blink Micro is second to none.
But there might be too many Hydras and not enough Roaches, or I spoke too soon.
And it looks like he will once again push him back. MC at just 98 supply. You know, I was talking earlier about how MC always knows how to win in any bad situation. I wonder what he's thinking right now, because I'd love to hear it.
He's closing in now. And you can see MC's going to try to come around, but he can, oh dude, he can snipe the Nexus before he gets there.
And he is going to snipe that Nexus. Down it goes. And Stephano looking so strong. MC may have to eat his words.
All right. I don't see any way he can recover. You need sentries, and he doesn't have the gas, and he doesn't have the capital in any sense to really muster the army to actually win this. And I think we may see GG here momentarily.
That's right. There is nothing left for MC at this point. Tasteless, his economy is dead. He has no units, and oh.
Wow. And Stephano's so smart he leaves.
Yes. Well,
I don't even want to cast, I just want to read this.
Yeah, I know, right? MC pointing out, you know, about those 2 Colossi that walked down the ramp.
Yep,
he was in a good position until that happened, actually. So that's too bad. But Stephano, every time MC has messed up, he's been there to capitalize.
Really cool to see him use this alternative style, too.
Yeah. A wild game.
You know, StarCraft 2 is still changing, guys. So, it is very, very, very smart. People don't do this enough, so it doesn't look as profound because it's passive play, but this is actually how you do it. You just kill his expansion, and then you leave.
Yeah.
Because there's no way that you can mess that up. So many people just get excited. They're like, I got it. They run in there, and then their stuff dies, and I'm like, okay, well, now the game goes on. But Stephano killed the expansion, left. You make a bunch of units till you're maxed out, and see, now he's going to move out again and expand.
Yeah. Well, Stephano at this point, he knows that this is unlosable. MC, he's warping in as many sentries as possible, realizing, I kind of do need those. But his army is so small in comparison to 116 supply to the 200. And now even Infestors have joined the fray.
All right, he's coming in here now. This is MC's Alamo. He needs to hang on here.
Well, I don't just like the Alamo, he is going to fall.
And the Nexus goes down. And the Roach and Hydra, alternative style, pulls through. GG. Damn.
Yeah, Stephano does take that match, making it a 3-2 victory for Korea. Not
Stephano showing some foreign muscle there.
That's right.
MC, a humiliated MC at that, is going to have to wait for his revenge.
That's right. Maybe he will get it tomorrow. I'd love to see those match off again then.
Man, I love every single game some form of trash talk.
Oh, yeah. Well,
talk about
that's
a great
what it's
show.
Got to be. I don't.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, that's what the World Championships is all about. It's just, let's get the Koreans versus the top foreigners and have some fun.
The foreigners had a good showing.
They did, absolutely.
They did.
3-2, you can't be too upset with that.
No, not at all. No. So really awesome stuff. The Koreans won, okay, predictable, but it was not one-sided.
Well, you know, it started off with that 3-1, and Stephano did bring it back. Can they maybe do better tomorrow? Because
They could.
Yeah, the way it ends tomorrow is the first one to 5 because it is that best of 9 format.
Sure.
So, I mean, we're going to see everyone from at least one team play. And, I mean, that's where it gets kind of crazy, because what if Stephano's just on heat, or, you know, Nurchio's just killing everybody?
One guy on a killing spree changes everything.
Absolutely, it does.
What do you think about the Roach Hydra style?
It was weird. It worked out, but it was an interesting choice.
I love how the whole game, I'm like, but there's no creep, and it just doesn't actually matter. In the end, he still wins. I'm like, oh, okay.
He didn't care about that.
That was cool.
No.
I wonder if we're going to see more of that. You know, it makes sense. Think about it. First engagement, what always dies? Sentries.
Yes.
Assuming the Protoss loses. They don't normally remake the sentries, but the sentries are actually what allow you to win Roach, Ling, Hydra battles.
Yeah, as long as it's all layer tech, you just want a lot of sentries. I mean, they are so strong against that, especially when there's no infestors around, there's no drop tech, no mutalisk. Those are the things that you can actually deal with down there. You know, as we get in the later game, you don't need them as much, but it was all layer.
So our results today, 3-2, with Korea winning. But I love the games. By the way, you can't count Scarlet out. Scarlet played brilliantly.
Yeah, fantastically. Let's take a look at these results. Seed taking out Lucifer in that first game. Scarlet over DRG, then Squirtle over Nurchio, Light over Nanoa, and Stephano over MC. And I gotta say, guys, these games were actually really close. These were a bunch of good games today.
They were, for sure.
Well, as you see, round 2 tomorrow will be the GSTL format, of course, as the GSL Team League, and that's where the winner stays. So, you know, for instance, after Scarlet won that match, Scarlet would have played the next match, and then if she wins that, she wins the one after that.
I actually prefer that format.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
A little bit more drama.
Yeah,
you know?
it's fun to see someone just get a bunch of kills, because eventually someone has to beat more than one player.
Sure. And then you can see that streak, which is awesome. As you can see on the bottom of our screen, check out the yearly ticket for the GSL. We got big plans. Last step, I can't even say. For next year, it's going to be sick.
Oh, yeah.
So get on that. How else can I plug this? I'm like, Christmas is right around the corner. Make a great gift. No, but seriously, definitely check that out. Mm-hmm. And also, we're not done today.
No. The GSL Finals are coming up. Anyone excited for GSL Finals? Me too.
It's going to be awesome.
Nah.
And by the way, guys, you're a great audience. This was a great show today. Thanks for being so, you know, lively and stuff. A lot of fun. It's different than when we're in the studio.
Yes.
It's totally different.
It's definitely different than you and I staring at a wall with the camera on it.
Yeah, when we stare at the wall with the ladder behind it, in the dark room, it's totally different. So we love being in front of this live audience. It's a lot of fun. All right, I think we're going to close it out here. So thank you guys for watching, and tune in later on for the GSL Finals.
Be there.